Warrior.
Wizard of WOR. Any game that starts with wizard has got to be a good game as far as I'm concerned. And it's not war as in W-A-R, but WOR as in W-O-R. I think it's a location, but I'm not entirely sure. Wherever WOR is, it has very blue walls and a very black background. You are fighting Burr Wars, Gar Wars, Thor Wars, and Warlocks, as well as the Wizard of WOR, who occasionally comes out and just machine guns you. And you play the game as a warrior. W-O-R-R-I-O-R. This game is ahead of its time because years before people misspelled owned on purpose, they've misspelled warrior here intentionally. I think the first thing that I thought of when I saw this game is, wow, it looks like Berserk. And the controls are very similar as well. You fire in the direction that you are moving. You can play as one or two players in this game, and even if you play one player, the computer is playing as player 2 on the left. I'm the yellow guy, and the computer just shot me and took my warlock that were my points. Were they my points? They no longer are. He pwned me. I'm going to shoot him in the back the next chance I get, and collect my 1,000 points and stomp on him. I think it goes without saying that this game has the greatest dialogue, music, and sound effects ever. And I don't know what he said, but I've earned a bonus warrior who looks like he's holding a giant chimney sweep in front of him that shoots laser beams, and that makes this game even cooler. It's hard to explain why Wizard of WOR is so much fun. It just has something to do with the gameplay. And they're little things. It's a lot like Berserk in most respects, except the walls don't electrocute you, and you can't shoot through the explosions after you blow up a bad guy, but you can rapid fire when firing into a wall, bad guy, or explosion. The game starts very slowly like most arcade titles back in the day and picks up speed rapidly to the point where it's difficult to even change directions and shoot these guys when they're coming at you. And note they're invisible half the time, but you can see them on the radar.
Wizard of WOR,
What you really want to do is find yourself a corner somewhere that you can fire rapidly and watch your back and just blow them away in a line. And cap that warlock before he escapes to get your double score dungeon. Dude, I love double score dungeon. Wizard of WOR from 1980. This is just a terrific old-school arcade game, and it's very easy and affordable to find now for PSP and PlayStation 2. They also released this game for Atari 2600, the Atari 800 computer, and Commodore 64. I will have to hunt down the Atari 2600 game cartridge because I'm curious to see how this game holds up on Atari 2600. That's Wizard of WOR, a game that needs to see a serious re-release on a new console one of these days. Don't change anything, just re-release it and call it Wizard of WOR 2 and add a flamethrower. Just for me.
Warrior, warrior, Enter, going. A, enter, going.